All right, next we're going to talk about how to tackle home tours. This is a really exciting time because now you're taking everything you've been seeing online, all the diligence and the research you've been doing every day, you're kind of putting it all into actually going and seeing a home. So it's really exciting that you're taking the next step. Home tours work out in sort of a couple of ways. First is there are posted open houses by seller agents on platforms like Zillow and Redfin and our website, newhome.co. And you're free to go to open houses really any times that work for you, and really take the time to sort of absorb the home that you're going to see. Many home buyers today love open houses because they can do it sort of on their own time. But if for some reason an open house doesn't fit a time that you're available to go see a home and you really want to go see a home, you can set up what's known as a private tour. And actually, at New Home, we provide on-demand private tours. If you go to our website, you can just type in an address, and per the times that you've provided, we try our best to accommodate a tour time. But as you get to a home tour, what you'll want to understand and expectations is you'll see homes that sometimes are vacant, sometimes are full of furniture. You might when you're at an open house, you'll see a home with a seller agent that provides some information there. There'll probably be other home buyers also walking around you. During a private tour, it'll typically be just your buyer's agent and sometimes a seller's agent along with you. But when you get there, what you really want to do is try to spend your time wisely. You typically get, let's just say, about 30 minutes. In an extremely competitive market, we see tour times stacked against each other, so it might even be about 15 minutes. And I know it's a very short amount of time to be able to consume, a home that you want to buy. But the point is, you want to move steadfastly through the home, but you also want to focus on the right things. And so we'll get into that next. When you're walking through a home, whether it's a condo, a multifamily, a single family, you really want to focus on these main things. The first is your kitchen, the second is your bath, and the third is your basement or sort of attic top space. And so this is not a class on a full home inspection, but it's just a few things to sort of keep in mind as you're going through. The kitchen and the bath are usually the spaces that people use the most, right? You do your cooking, you do your, showering in the bathroom. But if these are the types of things that need updating, these might be the things that also inconvenience you the most when you decide to buy it and move in and live in it. And so those are things you want to look at. Do they really fit the condition of what you're looking for, right? Yes, they can always be renovated, and if renovation is something that you want to take on, then that's perfectly fine. I understand that. But these are rooms that are used the most, and so something you want to probably spend some of your time in. The basement and attic are important because you want to make sure that there is no sense of water that's coming into the house or the condo or the multifamily in any way. So when you go to the basement, try to smell for any sort of smell of water seeping in, any mold smell, anything like that. You can definitely smell some sort of like a airy type of smell sometimes. And in the attic, if there is one, what you want to try to look for really is to see if there's any stains along your ceiling, to see if there's been any water that's penetrated through. Now there's a number of other things that a home inspector would go through when actually inspecting your home if you have the opportunity to do so. But these are a few early tidbits that you want to kind of look at. Now as you're doing these things, you can take pictures or video, and this is a great thing to come back to as well, and review at a later time so that you can kind of refresh your mind. Because when you have such a short amount of time, and if you're seeing multiple homes, it's going to be tough to kind of keep track of what you saw at each home. And so having pics and videos to go back to is great. And so to sort of wrap that up, keep in mind that there are a couple of ways to see a home. You can work with your agent on setting that up, sort of the best approach for you. Always take photos and just make sure you focus on the things that are most important for you for needs and wants. At the end of the day, the whole process here is you're going to a home tour because you've seen something online that you like and you think fits your needs and wants. The goal here is to identify whether it actually does.